Heyo! Alright. Welcome back. Dan and I are just going to read some horror stories and chill out. It's like a choose your own adventure. So, Dan, what do you want to start with?
I think we should start right from the beginning. The
With the
doll
doll?
sounds promising.
Alright, I'll be the narrator, and I guess if
Sounds good.
we could take turns. We could take turns.
Yeah.
You're a single mother. Your daughter, Lisa, is an intelligent girl who doesn't have any friends. You buy her a rag doll. Soon, Lisa will claim that the doll can talk. And this is just the beginning of your nightmare. Can the doll really be really possessed by, as Lisa claims? I suck at reading, by the way. If you are stuck, you can see our Facebook post about how to get to the good ending. And okay, whatever. This is just the start. Okay, whatever. Play. Press any key to continue. As a single mother, you know how hard it is to look after a 13-year-old girl. Hard, but still joyful. Her presence gives you all the strength you need. Her name is Lisa. She is a shy girl. She doesn't talk too much. You got divorced 3 years ago because he cheated on you with his secretary. Lisa misses her father, but you don't allow her to see him. She adores her father, but you think he's an asshole. Alright, Dan, you want to take up the next?
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, I'm putting my mesh up so I don't have to...
Oh, of course. Fucking. There's a thing in the way. Hold on. Let me see if. Nope, I can't.
What
There's a
can you
little
do?
red box. Little red box at the top left of the corner. But anyway, all I could say is, I'm guessing the first word is Lisa or she.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa is a special kid. Her teacher once said that she is too intelligent for a girl her age. But you already knew it. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. What does that say? Her what?
Her reactions.
Okay, alright. Her reactions are unexpectedly mature. She is also hardworking, so you expect perfection from her. Her teacher told you that you must take Lisa to a psychiatrist. You will do it soon. She is a lonely girl, maybe because she doesn't talk much. Think that she needs friends. So, you bought her a rag doll to cease her loneliness. That's a terrible, terrible idea, by the way.
Yeah. You bought the rag doll from the local toy store. Not an expensive toy, nothing too fancy. Lisa might still like it. You know that the expense doesn't make Lisa happier. The doll is a girl with big blue eyes, curly black hair. She has a wide grin that you can call friendly. Her dress is red, matching her shoes. She also has eyebrows. The unnamed doll waits for her new owner in kid's bedroom. I should just say in the kid's bedroom. You haven't brought Lisa home from school yet. This is surprisingly pretty decent English for the starting screen not being,
Yeah.
in any English characters.
Yeah.
So can you read that, or do you want me to? Or do you want
does
me
that
to
say
read and you
it?
can make decisions?
Oh yeah, sure.
It's Friday, not a sunny day. The sky is covered with gray clouds. You are driving your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seatbelts are worn tight. She looks from the window blankly, without any expression on her face. You remember that the math exam's results were going to be announced today. You can, 1, say, how are the exam results? 2, were you able to make any friends today? 3, I bought you a rag doll today. Or 4, continue driving. Are you going to delay the inevitable? Or talk to your daughter like a normal human being? Your choice, Dan.
Let's go with 3.
Oh, then maybe this is why she's not a normal kid. Alright. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, she says. There isn't any excitement in her voice. You're driving your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seatbelts are worn tight. She looks from the window blankly, without any expression on her face. You remember that the math exam's results were going to be announced today. You can, 1, how are the exam results? 2, were you able to make any friends today? Or 4, continue driving.
That's the same shit.
Yeah. Well, just without the third one, because you already gave her the doll.
Yeah. 2.
Alright. No, she says with a determined voice. They are just idiots. For example, they see the other classes in the school as enemies, as if they were an enemy nation with a different religion. I mean, this is your little daughter? It's still silly to be enemies because of race and religion. These morons in my class hate each other just because they're different classes.
It's she's 13, so that
I mean, still, she
she
should be,
can
like,
kind
caring
of.
about My Little Pony and maybe Hannah Montana.
Jesus Christ. How are the exam results? It's the
Alright.
same thing.
Lisa sighs and says, terrible. I am the 7th in the class, not the first like the previous exam. I know you'll be mad at me. I didn't study enough. It's okay, darling, or, you're right, Lisa! You should have studied more!
Oh, God.
Are you going to be an Asian parent or a normal parent?
I'll be a normal parent. One.
No, I'm just kidding. She looks at you with a slight surprise. You always scolded her whenever she wasn't the best. Now you say, it's okay, darling. She continues watching the cars passing by. You're driving your
4.
car, Lisa. Okay. You finally arrive home. The doll is in your bedroom, Lisa. You tell her. She climbs up the stairs slowly. Apparently she isn't so excited about the doll. You follow her to her bedroom. She picks up the doll that's on her bed. I'll think of a nice name, Lisa says. But I have homework to get to. She says I have to do homework first, essentially. Play comes after study. Yes, study or don't go hard on yourself.
1. Yes, study.
Oh, you're gonna be structured, Dad. So you leave Lisa
Yes.
alone in her room. You have got a lot of work to do anyway. You're a pretty good dad. Not only will you cook, but you will also need to do work on a novel's cover illustration as a freelance artist. The deadline is close. Nice exposition to show in there. So you work hard nowadays. You are not so happy with your life. You force Lisa to study in order to have a better life than yours. You work all day. The only break you take is the dinner. You don't talk about anything during dinner with Lisa. It's okay. It's 10 o'clock. Will be normal. Or we'll use military time. It's 2200. Bedtime for Lisa. You're just an army vet. Just it's 2200. Get to bed, bitch. 20 push-ups now. You visit Lisa before she sleeps. She's in her pink dotted pajamas. She's holding up her doll in her arms. Mom, I'm going to tell you something, but you won't believe. After a few seconds of silence, she says, the doll can speak. She told me her name's Anna. What? That's impossible? Or, go on. You're going to be a good parent? Or you're going to ignore the fact that the doll's fucking talking to your daughter and she might be a schizo?
2. That's 2.
Lisa explains. Anna says that she is nothing but a piece of light. A light that's drifting in absolute blackness. A weak light in the infinite darkness. Then she found life in this doll. She was waiting in the toy store for a friend, lonely, and today she found me. She says that she loves me. Don't be ridiculous, dolls can't speak. I believe in you. We need to throw the doll away. I believe in you, keep the doll. And what did you tell her?
4.
Lisa smiles. And I said that I will be her new friend, and I will always love her. She continues, and then she told me that she was happy. Happy like the times when she used to be an angel. Don't be ridiculous, dolls can't speak. I believe in you, keep the doll, or I believe in you, we need to throw the doll away. It's a fucking angel, Dan.
Yeah, let's go with 3.
Lisa doesn't show her emotions usually, but this time you can see that she is surprised. Oh, thank you very much, Mom, she says. You kiss her goodnight and leave her with Anna, the doll. Not the angel, the doll.
Alright.
Or the demon. Because of all the hard work, you begin to feel tired, and you go to bed. It doesn't take long for you to fall asleep. A few hours later, you wake up with the sounds coming from outside. Oh, fuck. The doll's already telling your daughter to kill you. You hear hysterical laughter is coming from the garden. They belong to a girl, specifically Lisa's. You stand up and look outside the window. You see Lisa standing outside laughing in the garden under the pale moonlight. She is facing you. You can't see her face. Shout
She
out
was facing back.
or go to the garden. Oh, she's facing back. You can't see her face.
Yeah.
Shout out or go to the garden?
Go to the yard. Go to the yard. Go to the garden.
You climb down nervously. You wear your shoes and walk to the garden. Lisa doesn't react to your presence. You approach Lisa, and you put your hand on her shoulder. She turns to face you. It is not Lisa's face. It is not even a human face. The texture of the face is gray rag. The eyes are quite big for a human. So is the wide smile. The voice changes. and it doesn't belong to a girl now, but a demon. She stares at you and laughs. You wake up. It was just a nightmare. You're all sweaty with terror. The morning has already broken Lisa. You decide to check on Lisa. She's just in the corner rocking back and forth. Like, there are the trees.
The morning has broken Lisa.
Lisa is sleeping peacefully, hugging Anna. Anna is carrying that wide smile that annoys you now. But hey, it is normal. It would be terrible if the doll's face was different than how you bought it. That would be pretty terrible. You go to the kitchen to prepare a weekend's breakfast. You usually make the omelet with sausage on Saturdays. You will repeat that habit today. You are in the kitchen. You take the sausage and eggs from the fridge and you slice up the sausage. So you open the drawer to pick up the meat knife. Something's wrong. The knife isn't there. Search for the knife in the kitchen or look inside the garbage bin. This one's oddly specific. This one's very vague.
Yeah. 1.
You search the whole kitchen. No drawer is not looked into. You even look into the fridge. No, the knife isn't there either. There is only one place you haven't looked inside, the garbage bin. You open the lid. You couldn't find the knife inside the garbage bin. You search the knife in everywhere possible. You search for the knife, I should say, in everywhere possible, but it's in vain. So you decide to use another knife to prepare the omelet. So Lisa probably has the knife. After you have prepared the omelet, Lisa wakes up and joins you in the kitchen. You eat breakfast with her. She doesn't look so happy. There's an uneasiness on her face. You say the meat knife is missing? Did Anna speak again? You have to study today, no play, or don't ask anything.
2.
Okay, I was going to say the same thing. She did not speak today, but she kept changing her facial expression. Sometimes she looked so happy, sometimes not. She was frowning. There was anger in her face. I can't understand her. Lisa continues to eat the breakfast. The meat knife is missing. You have to study today, no play, or don't ask anything.
The meat knife is missing.
It is strange, Mom. I have no idea where the knife went, Lisa answered. Normally when people say that, they're lying.
Yeah.
You eat the breakfast with her. She doesn't look so happy. Blah, blah, blah. You have to study today, no play, or don't ask anything.
Don't ask anything.
The breakfast is over. I need to study math, says Lisa, and climbs up to her room. You also need to work on the novel cover. You are both busy now. It is evening now. As you work on the cover, you hear screams from Lisa's room and rush to her room and find Lisa standing and breathing in panic. Her arms are full of stitches. She did it, Lisa screams, showing her heavily wounded arms as blood leaks down the floor. She jumped and ran away. Lisa points at the open window. You look outside and you can't see any running dolls there. Maybe because she ran away. Or it is too dark outside. Or Lisa is lying. I won't allow her to harm you, Lisa, or slap. Never.
Oh my god.
Never.
1.
You crouch and hug Lisa, and she cries. As she cries, I know how hard it is to believe me now. Thank you for believing me, but please, I want to stay alone. I know that she won't come back. So you let her stay alone in her room. After closing the windows and locking the door, you make sure that no doll can trespass. You get into your bedroom next to Lisa's room so you can hear her in case she needs you. Oh, that's a loud lightning strike. It is 3 a.m. now. It is raining outside. Lightning strikes in your dark bedroom. You haven't slept well. You don't care about the freelance work you got. All these events make you too stressed to care about business. You see Lisa's silhouette at the door. She walks in. Lisa is holding something behind her back, but you can't see it. She approaches your bed, climbs in, and comes near you. With a sudden move, she stabs the meat knife into your belly. She stabs you once again. You didn't allow me to live my childhood. She keeps stabbing your body with insanity. I hate you, Mom. I hate you. These are the final words you hear as your own daughter repeatedly stabs you and commits matricide. At the end, there are 2 possible endings. Want to play the
Well, I guess we have to let her let's let her live her childhood. Because,
Play. Alright, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna go bite your doll today. Continue driving. Don't go hard on yourself. Go on.
I believe in you, keep the doll, because it's like hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the garden. Search it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Didn't I speak again? Boom. I won't allow her to harm you, Lisa.
Wait, what was?
Oh, I don't know. Here, let me go back and do the same exact thing.
Alright, so after
but your ragdoll.
it was I bought you a ragdoll.
You study.
No,
Go
no.
yourself. Don't
Yeah.
yourself. Go on. I believe in you. Keep the doll. Go out to the garden. Search for the knife in the kitchen. Did Anna speak again? Don't ask anything. I won't allow her to harm you.
Oh, wait.
She walks in. I'll need to confess something. The doll is not possessed or anything. I made it up. I really need to get psychiatric help. I was right. She is a schizo. Lisa turns to rise on psychiatric help. I feel a huge urge to murder you. Please help me. You hug her. You had done parenting failures before, but it is not too late to fix them. And your mentally ill daughter. The end.
Fix your mentally ill daughter.
Yeah, because
Alright.
that's how parents should think.
Cool.
So after the funeral, you want to keep going?
Yeah.
We're just going to do this. Do you want to try to go through all of them tonight, or do you want to do a couple and then dip?
I kind of want to do Crystal Skull and Crystal Skull 2 specifically.
Okay. So we'll do those. You're a king who is loved by his people. You have a serious problem, though. Your only child, Juliana, has an incurable disease and she is dying. You hear about a crystal skull which can cure illnesses and let people have visions. It is brought to your palace from the continent of America, but your man warns you. What? But your man warns you that the skull might be cursed. Will the crystal skull bring health to the princess or doom? That's actually an interesting one. Crystal skull.
Yeah.
Being a king is hard. Being a good king is even harder. You know this well as your sole ruler of a European kingdom in the age when America is discovered. It has been 25 years since you ascended the throne. Your subjects are content with your rule. Your country is in peace, and the people are wealthy. But there's something wrong with your life. Your daughter, Juliana, is ill. She's only 18 years old, and she has got an illness that nobody can cure yet. Princess is dying. Alright, I'll say the princess is dying. And she is your only child, and heir to the throne. Every doctor you could find tried to cure her. You have tried almost everything. Almost. You've been informed about a miraculous artifact unearthed in the continent of America. It is a human skull made of crystal. It amazes the scholars because no method is known to carve up such an excellent shape of a skull out of crystal. This skull doesn't belong to the world that you know, but to an ancient civilization that has been lost. What amazes the scholars is not just the impossible creation. The skull is told to bring miracles to whom touches it with their bare hands. Some people tell that they saw visions from the future. Some tell that they saw how human race originated. Some tell that the skull can cure their illness. Those couldn't be cured with medication available to your era. Naturally, he ordered your best men to bring the miraculous skull to the palace. It is midnight now. You are in Juliana's chamber. She's lying in her bed, holding your hand as you sit by her bed. No candles are lit inside. Full moon enlightens the princess's chamber, shining on her long blonde hair and blue eyes. What a slam piece. She is too weak.
Oh, God.
Her skin is pale. She is under eye bags, showing her illness. You already suffered the loss of your wife 10 years ago. And now, you can't stand seeing your only daughter slowly die. This is so sad we're laughing at it. Juliana asks you with a soft voice, Father, am I going to die? I won't allow that. Or eventually, yes.
I won't allow that.
Are you sure? Alright. She smiles. I know, Father. You are a mighty king. I know that you will do the best by your subjects and me. Alright. Little slam piece. The door of the chamber is knocked on. The servants generally don't disturb the royal family members at night, so it must be something important. Come in. A brunette boy. One of your servants gets inside the chamber with politeness. He looks at you and says, "Why are you in here? I'm here to fucking slam your daughter." Your Majesty, the artifact has been brought. You had been waiting for this moment for a long time. Go to the artifact or kiss Juliana's forehead. I will come back.
2.
Okay. After you kiss Juliana's
another
forehead
psycho daughter.
and say, "I'll come back," she brings your hand to her pale lips and kisses it. And then you leave Juliana alone in her chamber. You have contracted AIDS. At the exit of... just ends. Bad ending. You have died from AIDS. At the exit of Juliana's chamber, secretly you just got syphilis and you're going to go mad throughout the rest of the story. You see Sir William, one of the knights those were appointed with the task of bringing the ancient skull. He's a strong man with black hair and a round beard. I wish he was just a black strong man. That'd be pretty hot. He wears gloves and holds a bag.
Your black, Majesty. Strong, round man.
Yes. with a beard. He says, and hair before you. Signal him to stand up. Let's go to my study chamber. There's no real options here. Sir William follows you. His name is Sir William. We didn't mention that before, but now you know. As you walk to your study chamber. I bet you he was going to go mad and try to kill you. I did say that. The chamber is well lit with silver candelabums. Like candelas from Ying. Or is Ying's candelas like the candelabums? All the furniture are classy. You mean all the furniture is classy? Okay. All the furniture are classy. It is a king's study room, after all. There's only one chair. It is for you. You sit on it. Sir William stands by you and slowly pulls the artifact from his bag. You push the books on the study desk to open the space for the artifact. Here it is, he says, and gently puts the crystal skull on the desk. The skull is truly a masterpiece. If it is crafted by humans, all the details of a human skull are imprinted with care on raw crystal. Lights coming from the candles are refracted inside of the crystals, gaining various colors of the rainbow. It is magnificent, but you sense something sinister, something that doesn't belong to our world. Touch the skull, or did you, knights, touch the skull?
2.
Good asking. Yes, we did touch the skull with our bare hands, and we all had visions. We took glances from our futures. Some of us saw how they will die. Some of us saw our grandchildren. He continues, but maybe we shouldn't have touched the skull.
No shit.
The day we were about to leave, a native man came to us. He looked like the chief of his tribe. He knew a little of our language, and he shouted some words that we could understand. Cursed! No touch! So we haven't touched the skull with our bare hands again. I know that our princess needs to find a cure. I also know that we received reliable information about the magical powers of this skull when it comes to incurable diseases. But Your Majesty, I have got a very bad feeling about this skull. I've got a very bad feeling about this. I believe that the wise decision is to throw this skull to the sea. I can't let Juliana die. She will touch the skull. Or, I trust your insight. Let's do it. With our bare hands.
I'm gonna say 1.
Okay. The knight sighs. As you wish, Your Majesty. But if you're going to bring the skull to her, I wish you wear gloves. Touch it with your bare hands! Or wear gloves.
Fuck you, Sir William.
You touch it with your bare hands? Are you touching it with your BEAR hands? You ignore the knight, touch the skull with your bare hands, and instantly find yourself in a vision. In your vision, you are in the middle of a ritual. There are about 100 naked humans around you, forming a circle whose center is you. They are all prostrating themselves, worshipping you. It's nighttime. The plain area is enlightened with torches and stars. You see a stepped pyramid nearby. It is made of huge stone blocks. You realize that you are the crystal skull. You can't see yourself, but you are completely aware of what you are. Those naked people are worshipping you, the crystal skull. Then the vision changes. Now it's not night. Morning. It is raining like hell. What? Now it is not night. Morning. It is raining like hell. So now it is morning. I'm just going to say that. It's raining like
Good
hell.
morning.
There is a huge flood. Unclothed, red-skinned humans screaming. And get drowned because of the disastrous storm. And you, as the skull, drift away. You open your eyes and turn back to who you really are. The good king. Sir Williams looks at you. Tell the vision, or let me bring the skull to Juliana?
Let's at least enlighten him. Television.
You tell him what you have seen in your vision. Yes, the skull is mysterious. I can't understand it. I hope it doesn't bring harm to you or the princess, your majesty, he says. Alright, let me bring this. You thank Sir William for his services and let him go. Here, the skull to Juliana's chamber. You enter her chamber and see that she hasn't slept yet. She rises up and sits on her bed. She looks at the skull in awe. It looks marvelous and scary, she says, as you approach Juliana, and you let her touch the skull. Oh yeah, touch that skull. She holds the skull and rubs her hands around it. Nothing happens. Is something supposed to happen? She asks, and then she gives you the skull back. Then she continues, let's wait for tomorrow morning. Maybe it shows its effects then. So you decide to leave Juliana alone and let her sleep. The skull will be staying in your study chamber. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at the door, and you just trust everybody in this palace. You are a loved king. The furniture is luxurious in this chamber, too. You take a glance at your reflection in the mirror. Examine yourself or sleep. Nothing good can come from doing extra things.
Examine yourself.
Yeah. You take pride in how you look, as most people do. You are a middle-aged man, but you still look as handsome as when you were young. Your looks are an important factor that makes you a charismatic leader, besides being fair and wise. Sleep? Except you touch the fucking skull with your bare hands, you retard.
Yeah.
You wear your nightgown and get in bed. It is a bed for two people, but you haven't slept with anyone since your wife passed away. You have a secret that you keep from everyone. It's a flashlight. Sometimes you hug the second pillow in your bed, as if it was somebody you loved. You do this since your childhood. Nobody needs to know it.
Nobody needs to know it.
It doesn't take
except
long
your
for you
wife,
to fall
who would
asleep.
be on the other side of the pillow.
Yeah. She's like, what a fucking weirdo. You wake up in the morning. Something is wrong. You can't move your arms. No, not only your arms. You can't move any part of your body. You're paralyzed. Then suddenly your body starts to move involuntarily. It stands up without your consent. Your feet bring you to the mirror. You see that your face in the mirror. You're terrified, but there is a grin on your face. You are no longer in control of your body. You are merely a bystander of what it does. It brings you to the throne room with confident steps. Soldiers salute you, to be exact. As you enter, it sits on the throne and shouts with your voice, "Bring me my daughter." You watch your guards accompany Juliana, and she comes into your presence. It shouts, "I don't want her to suffer anymore. Kill her." Juliana is shocked. What? Father, please. She is not the only surprised one in the room. Everybody looks at each other with shock. It shouts, "You heard your king. Execute her." You try to shout, but your screams are buried inside. This is actually This is like a dream I have constantly. I have a dream where I can't control my body, and I'll be watching like something about to happen to my family, and I'll try to scream, but I can't like actually get stuff out of my like throat.
Yeah.
Like you just want to scream, but you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've done that. That has happened before. Not in a dream. No. No, like I know exactly what you're saying.
But Juliana gets on her knees and cries in despair. But it's in vain. Two black masked decapitators come into your... Just call them executioners. Come into your presence. One holds a crying blonde girl. The other holds the sword. You can do nothing but watch as your precious daughter gets decapitated. Her head falls down and rolls on
LOL.
Floor rolling on floor laughing.
Oh no, nobody.
Not the floor gets filled with your blood. The floor gets filled with your blood. Days pass. It continues to control your body. You mourn for your daughter inside of the body that once belonged to you. You watch it rule your country with an iron fist. It orders that all churches be burnt and priests be hanged. To be hung, I should say. Of course, your people uprise against the new king. It suppresses the revolt with violence. Anyone who stood against the king gets tortured. Eyes are poked, skins flayed. Soon it orders people to worship it as a deity. The god declares war against other countries. It doesn't take long for other countries to form an alliance against the god king. In a fateful battle in your capital, the god king loses his horse. The evil king gets killed while desperately searching for a horse. And this is how your soul finally breaks free to heaven to see your family once again. The end. There are 3 endings. Alright.
I liked that ending.
That was a good ending. Alright, we're gonna go. This time we're gonna do
it was
everything
very.
that we did.
I felt like it was kind of lazy, just because it was like everything is horrible, but you died and went to heaven, yay! You know.
Yeah.
But
I'll come back.
This time you just carry it with gloves instead.
Yeah. Did you not touch the skull? I trust your insight. Let's do it, or I can't let Julia die. She will touch the skull.
Let's do that one, because, yeah.
And we'll wear gloves this time. Let me bring the skull to her. You thank Sir William's services. You carry the skull to Juliana's chamber. You enter her chamber and see that she hasn't slept yet. You look marvelous and scary, she says. It looks marvelous and scary. You approach Juliana and let her touch the skull. As Juliana touches the skull, she closes her eyes and she doesn't react to anything in an external world. You understand that she is having a vision. After 10 seconds, she opens her eyes with a gasp. I saw things. I don't know how to describe them. They were pitch-black creatures, so ugly. Their eyes, they were red as flames, and they all stared at me. She starts to cry. Please keep this thing away from me, please. I want to be alone. So you decide to keep the skull in your study room and let your daughter sleep. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at the door. You trust everybody in the palace. You are a loved king. The furniture is luxurious. So we've already read this. Sleep or examine the skull yourself.
You can examine, see if anything's different.
You take pride in...
Nope.
Okay, this isn't examine the skull. This is examine yourself.
Right.
You wear your nightgown. Father, you wake up to Juliana's voice. She gently holds your shoulder. You look at her. She has a happy smile on her face. Her skin is not pale, but saturated with life. She no longer has bags under her eyes. I feel wonderful. She takes a few steps back and starts dancing. You laugh with happiness and stand up to hug her. Juliana walks in the corridors of the palace. I don't think it's her. Dancing and laughing.
Yeah, me neither.
You and the people of the palace are very happy to see her this way. She used to be like a ghost before. You plan a feast and invite all the lords of the kingdom. A few days later, every lord arrives to the capital city to celebrate the health of the princess. At the feast, Juliana is the center of everybody's attention. She talks with everyone joyfully, makes jokes, makes people laugh. When the feast is over and it's midnight, everyone goes to the chambers reserved for them. You accompany Juliana to her chamber, and you put a kiss on her forehead before letting her sleep. Then you go to your own chamber and fall asleep in peace. You wake up to the sound of knocking on your chamber doors. It's still night, and you wonder who dared wake you up at this hour. Open the door or ignore? It's probably going to be Juliana.
Open the door. No one would do it if it wasn't important.
It's the same brunette boy who had informed you about the arrival of the skull. Your Majesty, I'm deeply sorry for disturbing you at this hour, but there's something wrong. There are laughing sounds coming from the princess's chamber. It's her voice, but it doesn't sound normal. Let me check, or I'm sure it's nothing important.
Let me check.
Oh, you're the classic white guy when it comes to horror. You walk into Juliana's chamber. Like the servant said, hysterical laughter is coming from inside. You decide to enter. You see Juliana at the balcony of her chamber facing back to you. She laughs under the pale moon. You approach her to put your hand on her shoulder. She turns back to you. Her face is normal, smiling. Just when you were going to ask if she's okay, she responds, I know it looks funny, Father, but I'm fine. Oh. You can't sleep. You feel something is wrong. So wrong. The door of your chamber opens. There's only one person who is allowed to enter without knocking in the king's door. You understand that it's Juliana who has entered. Like you guessed, you see your daughter's silhouette. She closes the door and approaches us with a smile on her face. Juliana? She leans down to you, gently pulls the other pillow that you don't use. Juliana is dead, she says, pushing the pillow on your face. You struggle, but whoever or whatever is trying to kill you is too strong. The king is dead. Long live the king, she shouts. Why is your own daughter committing patricide, regicide, and referring to yourself as king rather than queen? That doesn't make sense at all. We know why. This is the end of your reign and life. Okay, so the one that we got was the good ending. Or was it a good ending? Oh, Beck. Let's try to get a different ending. The one where we throw the one into the water.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I won't allow that. Come in. I'll come back. I'm glad that you agree with me, Your Majesty. So he packs the crystal skull back into the bag. You two get outside the palace and get on your horses and ride to the docks. When you reach the docks, Sir William finds stones and fills the bag with it. Then he throws the bag, your only hope for carrying Juliana, to the bottom of the dark sea. I know how hard it must be, but maybe this is for the best of all of us. You hope that he is right. The end. So that's the third ending.
I think that probably is the best ending, honestly.
Yeah, other than going to heaven with your family. After literally starting a bloody war and killing thousands and millions.
Well, I mean, you'll be back in heaven with your family eventually. Yeah, Crystal Skull 2.
So this time you're not a king, but a libertine billionaire in the modern age. Historical artifacts are one of your vices. A marvelous crystal skull is brought to your mansion, and the interesting part is, you can hear the skull's voice in your mind. You can talk with it. It says that it will bring you joys no mortal can ever reach, but it demands something first. You consider yourself a lucky man. You're a European billionaire in his 30s. After the recent death of your father, your mother died a long time ago. You inherited the family manor and company. You are also single and handsome. Yes, you are a lucky son of a bitch. As a libertine, you have indulged in many vices, those we cannot mention because of censorship. You have never harmed anyone against her will, though. But all these wild experiences couldn't slake your thirst. You want to taste what was not tasted before. Conquer the unconquered. You want to become raping virgins. That's what I'm assuming he's talking about. Nowadays, you have the new interest: historical artifacts, prehistoric vices. Oh, fuck! I missed again. It is summer night. Your smartwatch shows 1:11. All your 6 servants are asleep in their rooms. That's the way you like it. You don't like to be disturbed in your presence at night. By their presence at night. You want to be alone at these hours, while enjoying your malt whiskey. You are in front of your laptop in your study room, checking social media. Yes, even billionaires do it, with a glass of whiskey and Cuban cigar. Remember that you haven't checked your emails for a while. There are 6 unread emails. 4 of them are business mails. One of them is from your friend Phil, another rich man. You will love this. This is the subject of the
refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that this billionaire only has 6 emails.
Yeah, and the fact that you will love this is one of them, which is probably just a scam one. The last one is from Bill.
Yeah.
Artifact smuggler. Crystal Skull says the subject. Read the business mails. Read your friend's mail. Read the smuggler's mail. If you read your friend's mail, it's probably not let you read the business mails or a smuggler's mail, because you're probably gonna get hacked.
Yeah. Read your friend's mail, bro. Bros first, bro.
Alright. The mail consists of a single image. It belongs to a creepy clown with sharp teeth and a hideous smile on his white face. Low-key lighting and the blood that spills from his mouth makes the image even more disturbing. You have a phobia of clowns, and Phil knows it very well. Reply with "fuck you" or don't reply to the mail.
Reply with "fuck you."
There are 5 unread emails. 4 of them are business mails. The last one is from Bill, the artifact smuggler. Crystal Skull, he says the image of that. We'll read the business ones first, I guess.
Yeah.
These mails are from your employees. They inform you that the painkiller medicine that your enterprise produces can't be sold in Sweden anymore. You are too drunk to handle the situation right now. This medicine ban is not such an important loss of your enterprise anyway. You produce and export many other products.
I mean, medicine is a pretty big product.
Yeah, go to sleep.
What is the last option there?
Read smuggler's mail.
Oh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay. You take a long final sip of your drink, turn your laptop off, and head to your bedroom. You fall asleep. You wake up the next day. First thing you do every morning is check Facebook and mails on your phone. On Facebook, the first posts you see are about the suicide of Phil, your friend. He died last night. It shocks you, because he always has been a happy man who loved to prank his friends. He was as rich as you. There are no reasons he'd commit suicide, yet he jumped off the 3rd floor of his mansion.
He said, "Fuck you."
Fuck you, I get the last laugh, bitch. There are some unread emails. One of them is titled "About Phil," sent by Bill, the smuggler. Read Bill's mail. Oh, did he get the skull? I know it's strange, but I was at Phil's place before he committed suicide. I sold him the crystal skull and left the mansion. Then I learned that he died. And nobody knows about the skull. I think one of his servants took it and hid it. After reading the email, you somehow feel relieved. Maybe you saved yourself from a disaster. The end. The game
Yeah,
has
but you
4
killed your
endings.
friend.
Who gives a fuck? He's not a real
Alright.
friend. I'm a billionaire. I can do whatever I want. Alright. So we're gonna get back to the emails real quick.
Alright.
Alright. So we'll read our friend's mail.
Yeah.
Say fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Read the business emails, whatever. And
Read the smuggler's mail.
I have to show you this. Bill says, the skull is made from pure crystal, and nobody knows where it is from. You won't believe that story. He has taken a photo of the skull with his phone. The fluorescent light in his room is weak, but somehow the skull is clearly visible in the photo. Despite the quality of the photo, the skull looks amazing, with its shiny material. You have seen enough crystal jewelry to know that Bill isn't showing something fake here. Let me bring it to your place. What will be your response? Bring it to the mansion, or I'm not interested?
Bring it to the mansion.
Okay, because your friend will probably die again. There are no unanswered emails left. Wait for the smuggler. So you turn your computer off and start waiting for Bill. 15 minutes later, your phone rings. The melody is Amada Mia by Pink Martini. It shows Bill as the caller. Answer the call. Hello. You pick up your phone and answer the call. Hey, it's me, dude. Bill says on the phone.
Oh my
At the
god.
window. You see him standing in the doorway. I don't want to wake your people up. Open the door for me, will ya? Open the door. You leave your study room, descend the stairs. Your study room is on the 3rd floor of the mansion, and you open up the huge wooden door of the mansion. Bill smiles at you. It is nice to see you again. I'm always sure you'll love what I've got here. He shows you his full khaki sports bag. Let's move on to the study room. Isn't Bill the guy who sent you the clown photo? Not the smuggler?
No, it's Phil.
Oh, they have really interesting names, I guess. Let's move into the study room. You climb up the stairs to your study room as Bill follows you. After you reach there, Bill closes the door of the study room and pulls the artifact from his bag. Bill puts the crystal skull on your desk with a confident smile on his face. Oh god, you have seen many things in your life, but this is one of the prettiest ones. This skull is one of the prettiest one ever. What? This skull is one of the prettiest one ever. The skull is made of pure crystal, and all the details of a human skull is imprinted. It refracts the light of the room with elegance. Bill is ready to answer your questions. So the first one is, how did you obtain it? Who crafted this? And when? How much do you want? Or thanks, but I'm not buying it.
I can't say that's enough. I want to buy it. All right. Well.
Well, because you haven't asked him. You haven't asked him any questions.
Oh, I guess fair enough. How did you obtain it?
I was afraid you'd ask that, because you won't believe me. After a long pause, Bill continues. I actually won't put the long pause there. I'm just fucking with you. It is brought to me by a diver who dived in the seashore. How do you dive into the seashore? You should just dive into the sea. He said that
Yeah,
he started
also
hearing
it's
voices
dove.
inside of his head. Oh, wait, what?
It's dove.
Oh, yeah, true. He said that he started hearing voices inside his head when he was in the sea. Find me, the voices told him. He swam up in the direction of the voices and found a floating bag. Oh, that's the one we threw into the ocean. It was strange.
Okay.
You'd expect
Yeah.
a skull like this should have been sunk, but it was floating. The rest of the story is even stranger. Oh. After he found the bag with the skull, he continued hearing voices. They gave him my phone number. He told me that he would never do any illegal shit like giving a historical artifact to a smuggler, but he couldn't disobey the voices. And you won't believe me, but when I touched the skull, I began seeing shit. Beautiful shit. I saw myself fucking 2 hot bitches. Can you believe it, dude? Bullshit, or I believe in you. Bullshit.
I believe in you.
Alright. Well, thank you. I wouldn't believe in me, let's be honest. You can touch it yourself. Let's see if you see something. Touch it or I'll pass.
I'll pass.
Bill's ready to answer your questions. Who crafted this and when?
Yeah, that one.
I have no idea. The skull is found in a bag in the sea. It resembles nothing I've ever seen, I've never sold or heard of. I didn't even know that it was possible to craft a baby like this. Look at it. Isn't it wonderful? Bill's ready to answer your questions. How much do you want? Or thanks, I'm not buying it.
How much do you want?
£1,000,000. Normally I would sell by auction, but really I don't want to keep this thing. I feel like I can lose it if I keep it for more than a few hours. You had bought much more boring things for higher prices. Bill's ready to answer your questions. That's enough on buy it. I want to buy it, or
That's enough.
I want to buy it. Bill smiles. Great. Make the money transfer and the skull is yours. Transfer the £1,000,000 to Bill. I just click it and then I lose £1,000,000 in real life.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, alright. You open your computer once again. Of course you don't use banks for illegal stuff like that. Instead you open your Bitcoin account. With a few clicks, all the money is sent to the smuggler. It doesn't take long for Bill's phone to beep. He looks up to his phone and smiles. It was a good deal, dude. He waves at you while leaving the study room with his empty bag. If you want anything, you know whom to call. Soon you hear Bill's car leaving the mansion. Now you are alone in the study room with the skull. Why whom, though? Just say who.
Yeah, I know. That's for real.
You know whom to call.
You know whom to call.
Just fucking leaves. Whom you gonna call? Ghostbusters. With something strange in your crystal skull. You know whom you're gonna call.
Whom? That's such like a burden.
As you touch the skull, something strange happens. All the lights in the room go off. Why would you touch the skull? I didn't even say touch the skull. But the crystal starts to shine and emit white light, illuminating the room. You hear a voice. Male or female? You can't figure it out. In your mind. Greetings, mortal.
I honestly couldn't tell.
You feel the skull gaze into your skull. Your soul.
It's fucking
I can hear you.
Thick Jersey accent. This ancient skull and it's fucking like Jersey smoker accent.
I can hear you. Talk to me. Who are you? What are you? Are you stuck in the crystal skull, or do you know who I am?
Or are you from Jersey? One.
Are you a
one?
I got many names. Xerasil is one of them. Yeah. Some perceive me as an
That's
angel.
what you sell.
Some as a demon. Some as a god. The truth is, there are forces in this universe inconceivable to tiny human minds. And I am one of those forces.
You sound like Danny
Ages.
DeVito.
I have been on... It's always sunny in Philadelphia. For ages,
I'm the
I have
trash
been
man.
worshipped by mankind. And the entities unknown to the world. But I am forgotten. I am preparing my return.
A god? I don't believe in you.
I don't believe in you. What? What is the second one?
Or oh.
Oh, I like that one.
The skull waits for your questions. What are you?
What are you?
I said I'm a fucking god. Wrong question. It's who, not what.
Are you stuck in this crystal skull?
Hey.
Or do you know who I am?
Are you stuck in this crystal skull?
What a stupid fucking question. If I was stuck here, wouldn't I be out of here by now? I see. Here and now. Hear and know everything. My existence is far beyond this material skull.
Or do you know who I am?
Yeah, that one.
Should I change up the skull voice or should I keep it like that?
I like it like that, but you can put it however you want.
Yes, I know who you are. Like, I know everything else. You are a billionaire who's afraid of clowns. And has earned his fortune in his hard work. You want to taste all kinds of joy on this earth. I can give you what you want. I was not it was not a coincidence that the diver and Bill brought me to you. I actually gave the fucking diver Bill's number. But yes, I can give you what you want.
What will you give me? That's the last one.
Yeah.
You are stuck in mortal human body. You can be a cosmic entity like me. You will know everything, be ageless, immortal, and worshipped. But I demand something first. Your fucking life.
The skull waits for your questions. What do you demand?
That.
Ancient civilizations always offered me something valuable. They sacrificed human lives for me. I want you to kill someone innocent.
No way, or I am interested.
No way.
Alright, let me get a drink first. Wait.
Then I will kill
Alright.
you and find someone else who is not afraid to dirt his hands with blood.
Are you not afraid? I'm not afraid. I won't kill anybody. Or, okay, I will do what you tell me.
1.
Dan, I know you're trying to be goody two shoes, but he is a god and he has killed his own daughter and sent the world into a war that ended very poorly. But okay. Suddenly you fall onto the floor and you try to stand up, but you feel your whole body is paralyzed. Oh, fucking god. We've been through this before. And you stand up, but not voluntarily. Something controls your body. It walks to the window of your study room and opens the window. It climbs to the floor.
Okay.
You look at the concrete floor 10 meters away, and from the window pane you are on. And it lets your body fall. You gain control of your body once again while you are in the air, but you can do nothing to prevent its fatal fall. Newspapers will write that a rich billionaire has committed suicide. Oh, so Bill committed suicide because he didn't want to kill anyone. But he didn't really commit suicide.
Phil. And yeah.
Phil, I'm sorry. I don't know his fucking name.
God, man.
Let's go back to where we were. Bring it in the mansion.
Get to the mansion.
Wait for the smuggler. Answer the call. Open the door. Let's move to the study room.
Ask all the questions.
I'll pass.
But then kill the innocent soul.
Yes, definitely.
Who are you?
Oh, fuck me. Okay, I'll do what you tell me.
Okay, I know someone who you can kill. Nobody cares about the wives of prostitutes. You will find a young girl in the alley as you always buy something. You know what it is. Her name is Nina. She has short red hair and she fucked over Ed Sheeran. And she's a virgin. This is going to be her first and last night she does her job.
How is she a prostitute if she's a virgin?
You will recognize her once you see her. You won't need to hide anything after you sacrifice her to me. You will be above all law of humans.
Okay. I love how they make prostitution like a regular day job that you can apply for.
Well, maybe he lives in fucking like fucking what's that place that it's a lot Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, yeah.
I mean, they are working with pounds here.
True.
All right, so fucking deal, bro.
I know you possess Alexander's sword to keep it in the basement alongside your wine bottles. I want you to kill Nina with it. Go get your car. I'm waiting.
Go to your garage. So you leave your study room, descend the staircase, and go to the garage where you keep your expensive cars. You have a sports car with a distinctive red color, and another black car that looks like a vigilante with a bad costume would drive. You can choose one of them to bring the prostitute to your mansion. Red or black car?
Black.
So you get in your black car and drive to the alley that you always find your thing we won't name here, a prostitute. Despite the high horsepower of your car, you drive slowly in order to examine the people in the alley. The alley is almost isolated. You see only a few people. You know that they don't sell illegal things. You can see a silhouette of a girl with a very short skirt and long legs, clearly a prostitute. She smokes a cigarette, but she coughs with every breath she takes from it. As you approach her, you see that she has red hair, like the crystal skull described. She notices your car. Sound the horn or wait for her to approach you.
Wait for her to approach you.
She approaches your black car's windows. She looks quite young and naive and cute, but you are here for something else. Excuse me, sir? She shyly talks to you. I believe that you seek some fun, don't you? Who doesn't? What is this, amateur hour?
Who doesn't, I guess.
That's good. I can give you what you want for 40 pounds. Deal or get in the car?
get in the car.
She gets in your car and sits in the seat next to you. As you start your car, she asks, "Will you bring me back here after the job is done?" "I'm not that experienced, to be honest." I said, "Yes, I will," or "You're on your own."
Yes, I will.
Okay. She smiles. "Thank you, sir." "You're welcome." You arrive at the mansion. "What's your name?" "I know your name is Nina." "Why do you do this job?" Don't say anything.
3.
"My dad is in jail. He is in huge debt. This is the quickest way I can earn money to help him." You're about to arrive at the mansion. "What's your name?" Or how do I don't know your name. I know your name is Nina. Whatever. Should you freak her out by saying her name is Nina? I kind of want to see what happens. The girl is shocked. "Oh, how do you know my name?" "You wouldn't believe me. Never mind."
Is that the only option?
No, it was tell her about the crystal skull.
Okay. Yeah. That you wouldn't believe me. Never mind. It's definitely the best.
So you finally arrive at your mansion. You stop at the car and get off. As she gets off, she looks at your mansion with awe. Wow, they're both getting off. The crystal skull.
They're both getting off.
Well, it looks so pretty. I'm gonna stop using that as the voice of the crystal skull though, because it's killing my throat. Wow, it looks so pretty.
Okay.
It must be wonderful to live here. She follows you as you walk to the mansion and open up the door. The sword is in the basement. Let me show you something more interesting. Take her to the basement without saying anything.
Oh. 2.
You open up the door that leads to the basement stairs. You turn on the lights and descend. The girl follows you. You walk past the wine casks. "I am sure that you have a good taste of wine," she says. You had hidden Alexander's sword between 2 casks. Now you find it and pull it from the spot you had it. You stand between her and the basement door, so she can't escape from you. "Wow, that sword looks like an antique. Who used to own it?" "Alexander the Great."
Jesus, she's retarded.
"Doesn't matter, I'll kill you with it," or "I was going to murder you, but I can't." "Alexander the Great?"
Yeah, Alexander the Great, definitely.
"Ah, is this the sword that he cut the Gordon knot with?" "I know its story. He became the king because he thought outside of the box. He cut the knot instead of solving it by hand. He always wanted to be someone great like him. I always wanted to be someone great like him, but he ended up being a prostitute." "You'll be great after I sacrifice you?" Or, "I was going to murder you, but I can't."
You will be great after I sacrifice you.
She is surprised as fuck. Because of your serious manner, she understands that you are not joking. "What? Are you going to kill me?" She gets on her knees. "Please don't kill me." "Kill her?" Or, "I was going to murder you, but I can't."
Jesus, man, they really want it. 1.
Okay. You repeatedly stab the sword in the prostitute's abdomen. Blood flows out of the slit in her abdomen. Her eyes are staring at you with disbelief. She falls on the ground as you pull the sword. You understand that she's died. You feel you are fainting, maybe because of the adrenaline of killing a girl, maybe something else, but you slowly lose your consciousness. The sword and your unconscious body fall onto the floor. You wake up. You lie on the basement floor, but you are naked, and your skin has a white color, as white as snow. The sword is gone. At the end of the basement, you see a chair. You never had chairs in the basement, and Nina's sitting on it. She is facing back. You can't see her face. Go to Nina or leave the basement.
Go to Nina.
Barefooted, you walk to the chair that Nina sits on. She doesn't move or react to your presence. "Nina," touch her shoulder.
Nina.
She turns her face to you. There is no flesh on her face. It is only a skull with red hair. But she can still talk. "You took my life." Her angry voice echoes in the basement. You feel her gaze upon you, even though she doesn't have eyes. Leave the basement?
Yeah.
You leave the basement. Something is wrong with the mansion. All walls and floors are rusty metal texture now. Oh, you're in Silent Hill. You hear a mixture of crying and laughing sounds, but you can't understand the source. Rusty walls aren't the only strange things. You see all 6 servants at the entrance of the basement welcoming you, but they are not human anymore, but mannequins with servant clothes. They stand motionless, but their heads are all pointed at you. Leave the mansion or go upstairs. Because in the study of the crystal skull. You approach the study with the intentions of going up there. Go to the study room. You hear a loud choir behind you. Looking back, you see that the servants are now standing at a horizontal line behind the staircase. They somehow moved there while you didn't see them. They are staring at you motionless, blocking the way at the exit. Go to the study room. As you find your way to the study room, you see rusty metals invading every part of your mansion. The altered mansion doesn't cease to surprise you. You see a man yourself waiting for you in the study room. To be exact, someone who looks exactly like you with a black suit. He holds his sword in his hands. He smiles at you. "Hello, my friend." You recognize the Crystal Skull's voice. "Oh yeah,
Hello, my friend.
I think you like how Alright, whatever. I think you like how I look now. Because I am you, now." He waits for your questions. "What have you done to my mansion? What do you want? You lied to me? Or what have you done to me?"
3.
"Yes, I did. So what are you going to do about it?" You feel so weak and vulnerable. You have no chance against the man holding a sword. Should you try to attack him? He waits for your question. "What have you done to my mansion?"
2.
What do you... Okay. "I was worshipped in old times, but modern people have forgotten me. I want my rights back. You were a fool with money. You had the potential to be one of the people who rule the world, but you spent your money on the mortal pleasures. I'm going to use your inheritance the right way." He waits for your questions. "What have you done to my mansion, or what have you done to me?"
1.
"I altered it, to my liking. I told you I had powers, but I needed to regain them. By giving me a sacrifice, you gave me the power of manipulating the reality once again. I should thank you for that, but I won't, because I don't need you anymore. What have you done to me?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I altered you, too." He points at the rusty metal wall and curtains covering it. "There never was a curtain before. There is a mirror behind it. Look at yourself." Open the curtain. You open the curtain and confront your reflection in the mirror. You are a fucking clown. You have a big red nose. There is makeup
Just a
around your
metaphor.
mouth that forms the shape of a smile, but in reality you are so far away from smiling. You are terrified. "Is it permanent?" he says, as you break down and start crying. "Oh, now if you will allow me," he says, touching your right shoulder. "I've got places to go." He walks to the door with the sword in his hands. While he was about to leave, you see Nina at the entrance of the study room. Her body is human, but her head is a skull with hair. "Let me leave you alone with Nina," he says. After he leaves, Nina starts to walk at you, stumbling as if one of her legs was crippled. You should have never brought that skull." The end. The game has 4 endings. All right, let's do it, but we don't kill Nina.
Right.
All right. We'll skip right to the smuggler, bring it to the mansion, wait for the smuggler, answer the call, open the door. Let's move to study. How do you obtain it? Alright, whatever. Pass, crafted, boom, boom, boom. Who are you? What are you? Are you stuck in this crystal skull? Do you know who I am? What will you give me? What do you meant? No way. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Deal. Goody garage. Choose a red car. Choose black car. I think that might do something different.
Choose a red car.
Okay. Get a red car, and the only way you find the... And they have horsepower of your car, you drive slowly. I'll wait for it to approach you. Okay, so there's really no difference. Who doesn't? What is this? Amateur? Who doesn't? Get in the car. Yes, I will. You're welcome. What's your name? Remember, all names are the same. You can call me anything. Please let me
Nina, then.
That's my real name. You're about to arrive at the house. I know your name is Nina. Are you good?
Wait, do I know your name is Nina?
Oh, fuck. Right.
Oh, fuck.
There's something more.
No, don't worry about it.
Take it to the basement.
I just wanted to see her surprise after saying it's really my name.
I wonder how this night will end. Me too.
With you in the alley?
You open the door and lead to the basement, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sort of like antique, Alexander the Great. You say, I was gonna murder you, but but you can't continue your words because they start to lose control of your body. You fall to the floor paralyzed, and the sword falls with you. You can no longer hold it. Then you feel like something takes over your body. You stand up and pick up the sword without your consent. You hold the sword so that its tip is on your belly, the position of harakiri. You stab the sword into your abdomen and fall on your knees. The prostitute screams as you keep pulling and pushing the sword into your body till you fall onto the floor. You gain control of your body once again, but it's too late. The stabs are too deep, and there's nothing you can do but wait for the death to come. And it comes before she could get help. The end. The game has 4 endings. Okay, so let's try one more. Play.
What other things can we do?
Well, we can bring it to the mansion, wait for the smuggler, answer the call, open the door.
Touch the skull.
Yeah, we could touch this. We could do 2 things. We could touch the skull, or we can tell them that we're not buying it.
Oh, true.
So we're gonna touch the skull first.
Alright.
I believe in you. Touch it. Bare hands of vision starts. You are seeing something medicine. Definitely not a human anymore. Something way beyond human. A cosmic entity. You are omniscient. You can see and hear the whole universe. No secrets are kept from you. You are inside every mind that exists on Earth. Now you see yourself in the form of a human. You are at the top of a hill, under the sun. You are not alone. There are millions of people around the hill. They are all naked and on their knees. They chant your name. You know they are yours. And the vision ends. It feels like you hit the ground and you are flying high in the heavens. You find yourself touching the skull, and Bill is looking at you with a smile. I told you, he says. The skull is magical. Thanks, I'm not buying it, or how much do you want?
Yeah, thanks, I'm not buying it.
Okay, and then I won't insist or try to sell it at a cheaper price. I can sell it to someone else. He packs the skull. I see it. He waves in the room. You hear Bill. You take a long night's sleep and you fall asleep. You wake up the next day, Facebook and emails on your phone. Suicide of failure, best friend.
Oh, man.
Read Bill's mail. I know it's strange, but it fills place before you commit suicide. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright, so now
Alright, so touch it and then buy it?
Yeah, touch it and buy it, I guess. Read smuggler's mail. Bring in the mansion, wait for the smuggler, answer the call, open the door, let's move to study. Boom. Boom. That's enough, I want to buy it. £1,000,000, touch the skull. I can hear you talk to me. Who are you? What are you? Are you
Wait, did you touch the skull?
I didn't need to. So we're gonna try to figure something else out.
Okay.
Now, what will he give me? Or maybe we the last ending is when we get in the car. We don't get Nina in the car. I'm interested. She's a black car. Wait for her to approach you. What is this amateur hour? Okay, let me get it straight. Do you want to fuck me for 40 euros or whatever? Oh, god damn it, get in the car. You're on your own. Okay, I can call a cab, I guess. God damn it. Go to Nina.
Just leave immediately, I guess.
Leave the basement.
Oh, and leave the mansion, too.
It's locked. You can't get out. You turn back.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
It's dumb.
Yeah, this is shit.
So touch the skull next time. Touch the skull and buy it.
It doesn't do anything else.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Not even if you...
Because all it does is just tell you
skull?
that thing, which he wants you to hear anyways to get all that shit. Alright, so, do you want to do a different one?
It's up to you, man.
We have After Funeral, we have Evil Beneath the Ground, Madness in an Infinite Loop, or Ouija.
What's below Ouija?
Credits.
I can't read, like, the bottom
Most
option.
terrifying of them all.
Let's do After Funeral.
Alright. After Funeral is a modern gothic horror story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. You receive messages in your computer. Those claim to be sent by your son's soul. He says that he wants to be with you once again. and he asks you to do a few things in order to be resurrected. Will you believe in the messages? Play. After funeral. This one seems interesting. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son, Jonathan White, was buried in the graveyard of the local church. He was... Oh, are you Dawn? Oh, no, Dawn's probably your wife. Because everyone around you is probably dead, like on the other stories. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the Carpenter's song, Close to You. Since your wife passed away, giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, and now he's gone. No, he's an actual angel. Fuck. No, I don't want to quit. I just dropped my fucking mouse. Not my mouse, my keyboard. Because I was gonna take off my sweatshirt.
We'd be dropping keyboards and shit.
Alright. Sweatshirt's off. We're in this. Alright. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him alone at home, and when you arrived at home, you found Jonathan lying on the bed motionless. His face was covered in his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any trace of trespassing. You clearly remember that solemn moment, the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes, and they won't go away. The priest had intoned psalms and prayers, those that... hey, Dan, are you still there?
Yeah.
Delhi?
Yeah, I'm here. Can't hear me? Sam?
Denyeg?
Sam?
Hello?
Sam. Come on. Can you hear me?
What is going on?
No?
Hello?
Okay.
Denny? Hey, Dan?
Hey!
Oh, you are speaking. I just can't hear you.
Yeah. I've been.
What's going on?
Boop,
There we go.
boop.
I can hear now. I can hear.
You can? Alright.
I was an idiot and I turned off my, Alright. that's going in the video.
Yeah.
You wish it was
Alright.
you lying there instead of him.
Oof.
Like the day Jonathan died. It's a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. It's 2 o'clock now. You're a writer who has been on writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processor is open. In the computer. The screen is blank. You haven't written anything for a long time. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray. And you're black. Hot coffee. In a blue cup on your work table. She's like, how could this get worse? And you're black. you chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. As you're sipping your coffee, the doorbell rings. Open the door. Don't open the door.
Open the door.
You open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor and friend. You had drunk beers. You have drank beers and had barbecue with him for several times. What? Bob is a nice guy. He's overweight, has short black hair, and no facial hair. He wears a dark blue jacket and a black beanie. Hey, how are you? I wanted to ask how you've been. I'm still depressed, or I am fine. Why? Which one?
One.
Bob replies, I can imagine how hard it is. I have never had kids, but I had a cat.
Does he really say that shit?
Yeah. But I had a cat when I was younger. When I was a younger. I loved her as my daughter. Then I had to bury her in the garden myself. It was tough. I know how much you love Jonathan. I am shocked like you to see him gone. Bob continues. I am going to the market right now. Do you need anything? You remember that you were out of cigarettes. No, thank you, or I need cigarettes.
I need cigarettes.
Ah, you need cigarettes? He puts his hand in his pocket and then pulls out a pack of cigarettes. Maybe I'm a bad friend for doing this, but anyway, take it. I'll buy myself another pack in the market. You take the pack, it has 10 cigarettes inside, and you thank him. Okay, man, I'll see you later. You say goodbye to Bob, too. Then he goes. You close the door and sit back on your work table. You look at the computer screen. That should have been blank, but no, it's not blank. Something is written. Daddy, I missed you. Shout, Jonathan? Type, Jonathan? Or turn off the computer.
Type.
That'd be the fucking weirdest way to end it. You type Jonathan at the computer.
Yeah.
And then the letters get appended at the text in the screen. Whoever types it, he, she, it, writes fast. When you are finished, they form 2 sentences. I can hear you, Daddy. Talk to me. Shout, Jonathan?
Shout.
Meanwhile, it's just some kinky person on the other side of the internet. Daddy. After you shout your deceased son's name out, new letters appear and form a reply. Yes, it is me. You are not a computer engineer, but you know that it is possible to hack someone's computer and pull a prank on them. If the computer is online, your computer is connected to the internet with an Ethernet cable. Pull out the Ethernet cable or turn off the computer. Or how is it possible, Jonathan?
How is it possible, Jonathan?
So you're not going to pull the Ethernet cable first?
No, I'll follow it. No, you know what? Ethernet.
Okay.
Pull the Ethernet cable.
You crouch down and frantically pull the Ethernet cable from your computer. You expect that nothing else will be written. But no, you're wrong. I am in the computer. How's that possible, Jonathan?
Yeah, how is that possible?
Good Lord said that I should be together with you. He said that I love you, and you love me. So he sent me back. Oh. Question mark? Or turn off the computer.
Wait, so what are the options? I apologize.
Say oh, or turn off the computer.
Oh.
I am so afraid, Daddy. It is cold and dark. I am so cold here. Please bring me back. Do you want to see me once again? Yes. No, I don't think it is right. Or turn off the computer.
No, I don't think it is right.
Alright. What? Are you sure, Daddy? Yes. I should not talk with a ghost. You are not Jonathan. Or no, I want to be with you, Jonathan.
What was the first option?
Yes, I should not talk with a ghost. The fourth option is turn off the computer.
Naturally. Yes, I should not talk with a ghost.
What? You pile of shit. I hate you. You son of a bitch. Hate you. Hate you. Hate you. Hate you. Hate you. I'll rape your wife's rotten corpse. Then the glass of your monitor gets broken by itself. There is a large crack on the screen that has gone black. You won't be able to use the computer anymore today. After the scary and annoying text you received, you no longer experience anything supernatural today. You finish half of the cigarettes you got from Bob. You don't want to write anything. You can't do it even if you want to. You need to buy a new monitor first. It's midnight and you decide to sleep. So you take your sleeping pills. It takes an hour or 2 to fall asleep. Rather than 1 to 2 hours, because you could just say an hour or 2. You see your deceased pretty wife in your dreams, except that she's not pretty anymore, because she's a rotten corpse, a skeleton to be exact, lying within her coffin. You can't expect much to be left of her body after 8 years of death and decay. What makes this dream worse is the fact that she's moving. She writhes inside of the coffin. You can feel her pain and despair from how her body parts are moving. Oh, Anthony's online. That's Klein, by the way. You wake up to the sound of the doorbell ringing. You take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello. I need to show you something. He holds a newspaper in his hands. There's anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. It's Ohio's local newspaper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with a pillow. What makes this interesting is for officers is this is the 7th time a boy died this way in the month of Ohio. This month in Ohio. Recently, 8-year-old Jonathan White also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wolcott states that he finds the recent events quite interesting. The end. There are 2 possible endings. So the other one is probably you meet the fucking serial killer or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you want to do the other ending to after funeral?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Open the door. I'll set the price.
Oh, maybe Bob is the serial killer.
That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting, considering he's the only other character. I should have.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But then, how would he be able to text you right after he left? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Unless
It's
he's
like
some supernatural dude. Yes. Yes. Find 5 candles and wait for the midnight. Wait for the midnight. Bye for now, Daddy. Okay. You've only got 1 candle at home. You normally use the candle when the electricity is gone, so you didn't need more candles than that before. What do? Buy them from the market. Ask Bob for candles.
Was the first option buy them at the market?
Yeah.
Ask Bob.
The serial killer. You wear your long beige coat and black leather boots. You walk to Bob's house and ring the bell. After 10 seconds, Bob opens the door. Hey, what's up? I need 4 candles. I received strange messages saying it's Jonathan. I mean, you need 5 candles, so you're probably going to make a pentagram. Let's be honest here. But these are the options. Tell him that you received messages from Jonathan, or tell him that you need 4 candles. Which you'll probably then ask, why do you need 4 candles?
Yeah. Say I need 4 candles.
Okay, you're gonna lie. Sure, I have plenty of them. May I ask why do you need them? I received strange message from Jonathan, or I'd rather not tell.
I'd rather not tell.
Dan. Very well, let me bring the candles. He goes to the kitchen. Then he returns them with 4 candles in his hands. Here you go. You thank him, and then you take the candles and return home. At home, you wait in front of the monitor. Nothing happens till midnight. Then you get the message that appears on the screen. I am back, Daddy. Did you bring the candles? Yes, no.
Yes.
Good. Let me explain how you can bring me back. Go to the cemetery, dig my grave, bring my coffin home. Okay. What? Oh wow. Turn off the computer.
They really want us to turn off the computer. I'm gonna say okay.
We shall speak again once you bring my coffin. You know it's insane what you do, but you get prepared to get outside. You wear your coat and get outside your home. It's snowing like hell. A cold interpretation of hell outside. The sky has bright purple color. I'd assume if it was snowing it'd be cold. Purple color illuminating the night with the help of full moon behind the clouds. You get in your car and you start it. The streets and roads are empty. There is only you outside in this hour of night. It doesn't take long to arrive at the church and its graveyard. Graveyard is covered with snow and it's gray mist. No lights come from the church. Either there is nobody inside or the priest is sleeping. That's good. You can't be seen while digging your son's grave. You find the grave of your son and wife. Jonathan White is buried next to his mother. There is an unoccupied area next to him. You will be buried there when your time comes. You search for a shovel. You find it in about 10 minutes. You are ready to dig the grave. You start digging Jonathan's grave. After 6 feet of digging, you reach the little wooden coffin. You climb down. You carry the coffin up. After that, you climb up and carry the dirty coffin to your car's back seat. You had never done something this bizarre before. After you reach home, you get off your car and carry the coffin home. Luckily, there is nobody around. You can drag the coffin to your living room center. You don't care about the floor getting dirty with soil. Thank you, Daddy, gets written on the screen. Now put the candles around my coffin like a star. Okay, this is too much.
Okay.
You carefully place the candles around the coffin, making it the center of a star. You light them with your lighter. Read these out loud, Daddy. Now, you know, he just literally turned into a demon like 2 seconds ago, so he's probably just going to be a demon.
Mm-hmm.
A lonely goat on the mountain. He is thirsty, thirsty for humanly love and affection. I shall give him the water. You read it aloud. You read aloud these lines. Blah, 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 blah. I read them already. And the coffin starts to shake. The coffin's lid gets opened slowly. You see Jonathan opening the lid and raising up. His skin is pale, almost white. You can smell the rot from under his corpse. He's wearing a black suit that you couldn't forget. He stands on his feet and smiles at you, and he steps outside his coffin away from you without saying anything. And he does something that you wouldn't expect from the dead. He dances. He dances with joy. After half a minute, he stops dancing, stares at you with his eyes are still blue. Take me in your arms, Daddy. Take me to the bathroom. I want to show you something. It is impossible not to obey what he says. You feel his presence dominating the room, overwhelming you. It is impossible to say no. You crouch down and take him into your arms. You carry him to the bathroom. You bring him to the dark bathroom. You turn on the light and get horrified by what you see in the mirror. The boy's reflection is different. His skin is burned, like coal. Jonathan had an innocent and handsome face, but the face you see is so far from being pleasant. It is like a really old man's face. It is so very ugly. And he has no hair. I always wanted a daddy like you, he says, the eldest abomination you hold in your arms. The end. There are 2 possible endings. So that's the only other ending.
So I kind of was drifting out of consciousness there. What happened?
So basically, your boy, he did. That wasn't actually your son. He was some old random dude that just wanted a nice daddy, and you became his daddy. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this recording. I'm gonna end it here.
Okay.
It was a good time.
All right.
And then if you want to do one more small recording thing to play a really quick game that's, I think, more happy. I don't know if it's scary or not. I don't know.
I want to go to bed.
All right, good night, Dan. And thank you for watching if you're watching this. Bye.